A campaigning group claims that prisoners of conscience in China could still be having their organs removed for transplants, despite official denials from the Chinese state that the practice persists. The allegations come from a tribunal set up by the International Coalition to End Transplant Abuse in China, chaired by a former war crimes prosecutor. The Chinese authorities say the practice of taking organs from executed prisoners without their consent came to an end 4 years ago. This report from Matthew Hill.
This secretly filmed footage captures transplant patients in a Beijing hospital last November. It appears to show transplant patients in a busy waiting room admitting they'd only waited a few weeks to receive their organ. The suspicion is there's a roaring black market in organs. In other countries, it can take years to receive a suitable matching organ, but here it's only weeks. So where are they coming from? China admits it used to take organs from executed prisoners and claims it stopped the practice in 2015. But campaigner Yu Ming believes organs are still being harvested from prisoners of conscience. Falun Gong is a spiritual movement based on meditation, regarded as an illegal sect by China. Over the past year, the tribunals heard from over 50 witnesses and experts, including several former detainees. People like Yu Ming, a Falun Gong follower, who showed the hearing evidence of his badly tortured body. He carried out the secret filming we showed. Falun Gong and Uyghurs from around the world gave their testimony via video link of invasive and unwarranted medical tests in China.
We were given X-ray in that very huge hospital. I remember seeing other non-prisoners, ordinary people also there. And then after our blood was taken, we were escorted back to the cell.
Others who testified in person also protested peacefully in London's Chinatown.
Then they took me to another place. Just used one long tube. They took some blood.
There's a great deal of material in written form.
The hearing concluded prisoners of conscience, primarily Falun Gong, have continued to be killed to order for the purposes of extracting and transplanting their organs for profitable gain. China does have a fledgling organ donation scheme, claiming more than 500,000 people have registered to donate. In a statement, the Chinese government says it always follows the World Health Organization's guiding principles on human organ transplantation. It says human organ donation must be done voluntarily and for free, and it hopes that the British people will not be misled by rumours. But until unannounced inspections are allowed in Chinese hospitals, these campaigners will continue to call for action. Matthew Hill, BBC News.
Well, the full report of this tribunal has been released in the last few hours. It finds that there is clear evidence of a supply chain of organs over many years, the report says, from an unaccountable source. The tribunal being certain that it was indeed the Falun Gong, the Chinese religious sect, being used as a source, probably the principal source of organs for forced organ harvesting. This report adds that while it doesn't have sufficient evidence to reach the same conclusion for the Muslim Uyghur community, the vulnerability of the Uyghurs to being used as a bank of organs is also obvious, that they are clearly vulnerable.